This is Julissa. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who's listening in the podcast. It is Monday, April 21st, 2025. It's been a very long day, I guess you can say. I think everything that has been happening since earlier today tells you that, there's a lot of stuff happening, and I'm referring to, of course, the news of the Pope passing today. But there is something that has grabbed my attention lately. I didn't know exactly how to kind of like come here and speak about it, in the sense of, I'm like, what is going on? Why this is not being more of a national news to create awareness? There's really not much information. There's no sketch of nothing really to look out for, like a car, license plate, nothing like that. Apparently, there has been a series of bodies that have been recovered in the East Coast, including in the states of Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, I believe. And it's been happening like every 2 weeks. There's some new discovery. So this is very concerning, and I think the most I heard about this situation is on social media, and that's the reason why I wanted to come here and speak about it. Before I continue, I want to say thank you to everybody who's using Spotify to listen to the podcast. Don't forget to follow me there. And of course, thank you so much to everybody who's watching this video right now on YouTube. And as you can see, this light in my face is just killing my eyes right now, but I'm going to try to do my best. So yeah, let's get into it, because this is very concerning. Let me tell you, 6 bodies so far has been found across New England, and they believe there is a serial killer that is roaming the area, right? And it says here, people are going to like Facebook groups to speak about it and all of that, because people are concerned. There's that, it's springtime, summer is soon approaching. We waited for the weather to be nicer so that we can go on our hikes, walks, and go to the beach and things like this. And this concern of a potential serial killer is really concerning to the residents in the area. And I wish the police and the media was speaking more about it and giving more information about a suspect of a car or a sketch, anything, so that people can be in the lookout. So let me just tell you, remains of 6 people have been uncovered in towns across New England in a span of just 1 month, okay? Residents across several New England towns are expressing concerns about a possible serial killer after at least 6 bodies have been recovered in a little over a month. The remains were found in 4 towns in Connecticut, 1 town in Massachusetts, and 1 town in Rhode Island, all within a couple hours of each other and on the Atlantic coast. As the notion of a possible serial killer floats across social media, some investigating agencies have dismissed the theory. 2 of the women connected to the case disappeared in the fall, per local media reports. Here's what we know about the victims and the timeline of the body discovered. March 6 in Norwalk, Connecticut. Paige Fannon, 35-year-old female. Her body was recovered by Norwalk police, a scuba team, and fire rescue on March 6th. And Norwalk police were assisting authorities in nearby Wilton, Connecticut, searching for a missing person. I actually remember reading about this on the news, about a missing person in Wilton. For the news in Wilton, they say they were looking for her. She is a resident of West Isle, Long Island, and she was seen in the jurisdiction in Wilton on March 5th, a day after she was reported missing in New York. Authorities located clothing and personal items left on the bank of the Norwalk River before eventually discovering her body. So that was She was discovered March 6 in Norwalk. March 19 in Groton, Connecticut, an unnamed female, 40 years old, or what she's believed to be is 40 to 60 years old. Her body was inside a suitcase near the cemetery in Groton. State police told the outlet they do not believe if there's any information suggesting a connection to the discovery of her remains. March 6 in Plymouth, Massachusetts, unnamed person, no information on gender or age, but they found human remains by a hunter in a wooded area in Plymouth, Massachusetts, and that is about 108 miles east of Groton and 178 miles east of Norwalk. The hunter initially thought the remains belonged to an animal before realizing that the bones was not consistent with the shape of animal bones. And the officer responding to his report determined that the bones was the top half of a human skull. On March 20th in New Haven, Connecticut, Denise Leary, female, 59 years old, remains were found. Authorities in New Haven found her body after residents reported discovering human remains in a wooded area near her home. The New Haven police announced on Twitter. The remains were they were found on March 25th. Like I said, I don't want to get into details exactly about how they found it, but yeah, this is very concerning. Let me see. And there's another one, March 26th in Foster, Rhode Island. Michelle Romano, female, 56 years old. The body of Michelle Romano was found on March 26th, 8 months after she disappeared. Her remains were found in a wooded area. Rhode Island authorities said in the investigation began looking into suspicious circumstances surrounding her death. So wow, this is very sad, you guys. And then recently, April 9, Kidney, Connecticut, another body was found, and they have right now no gender or name, right? And last week, unidentified human remains were found in Kidney. The Connecticut State Police confirmed. They said, quote unquote, this investigation is in the early stages, remains active and ongoing, and there's no more information at this time suggesting any connections to similar remains discovery actively under investigation by the Connecticut police. So this is very concerning. You really have to be aware of your surroundings. Like I said, right now they're saying 6 bodies. I think they actually just found somebody else late today. Let me see. As I'm doing this video right now. Because this is, like I said, I'm trying to see if I can get more information. Maybe I just read it wrong. They did make an arrest for one of the bodies that were found. They did make an arrest for the body that was found in New Haven, I believe. But about everybody else that was found, they're really not releasing any information about it. And the information that we want, right, is who, like, do you have like a license plate, model of a car, any information, right? And I think it's very concerning. Like I said, this is the time that people waited for so they can go outside and go on their walks, their hikes, enjoy the weather, right? And this is happening, and really there's really no like poster, that's what I mean. There's no poster, no other information that we can go on by to like search not to search, but like to be in the lookout. Some people are saying, like a lot of people are speaking about this online. Like there's a Facebook group that they're saying it has already like 10,000 members. Somebody said here, what about the body that was found in Newton, Connecticut last year? I heard about that, and every time, if I hear something like this being found and in the area, I always think about Jennifer Dulos, right? I always think about her because, hoping that she's found, also her remains are found. I'm trying to get this light off because it's not helping my eyes. Okay, I do apologize about that noise. But it says here that it seems that this article forgot to mention another body found in Rhode Island on April 29, 2023. It says here, somebody said, 6 bodies of all women ages found in the same area. What are we going to think is a serial killer? It has to be. It was one of, if it was one of death, was this just like that? Like, there is no witnesses, there's nobody, there's no footage of web cameras. Like, where do these people meet, right? Like I said, these days everybody has a phone. There's always a camera, traffic cameras, cameras at bars, at restaurants. There's always somebody recording. Somebody says 6 bodies found in the same area in a short amount of time, and we aren't supposed to believe it's a serial killer. It says here, it seems strange. They all seem to be found in wooded areas, and most of the ages are similar. Unless these types of crimes are common in this area, it definitely makes us wonder, right? So I really hope, we get some more information about a suspect, right? Because when somebody's missing, right, obviously there's a family member who's looking for that person who can say, last time I saw them was this day. And then maybe that way the police can track. I mean, I know that they know all of this, but they can track when was the last person this person show up, right? What were they doing? When was the last time they used the ATM card? And track it down like that. But it's very surprising to me that we still don't have any sketch of the suspect, car model, nothing like this. But this video that I'm making is more like to create awareness of what's happening. Like I said, there's a lot of other news happening, right? And I feel like this has been put into the back burner, but it's already 6 bodies, and I did hear like more just today. I couldn't find the information to share that with you right now, but if you know any new updates, please leave a comment. So we'll see, probably make a second video with more information about these cases that are popping up here in Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. So let me know, guys, what you think about this, and if there is a new update, please leave it in the comments. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming to my channel. Thank you for listening in the podcast. Have a good day, everybody. God bless. Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good day, everybody. God bless.